sort of grow up with this concept of Father Moon, Mother Earth, or, or the reverse often, right? Mother Moon, depending what culture you come from. But what does Mother Earth actually mean? Who is Mother Earth?
Yeah, it's a very interesting question in that in preparing for this event, I had to ask that question for myself, and what is my connection to this earth? And what I'm hearing is that it's a live being. This earth is a live being. It is a breathing, living entity. And I think about that, and it's just like, oh my goodness, this is a breathing, living entity that is ascending and has given us this time to live upon her. And what have we been doing? What have we been doing here? And then I read that there has been at least 8 atomic blasts or bombs designated in the earth, in Mother Earth. And when I heard that, I just cried. I cried because I thought, you think of our bodies, and to think of the things that something done like that to us and how it would feel to us to have the oil, our life's blood taken out of us. And so for me, it's always personal. If I can't feel it within me, I can't give in that place. So I'm exploring that place myself.
That's fascinating. And in the healing world, there is this idea, this concept of healing that the micro, what we have and experience inside, is created in the outside, right? That concept, the Secret really promoted that a few years back. And there's these ideas and concepts of who we are, how we think affect the rest of the world. And you're sort of tying into that with acknowledging Mother Earth and the damage that we're doing to her. I think that's really, really interesting. And I think it's important for all of us to actually start sort of reclaiming our connection to this planet. And so when you were doing the ceremony, I saw a lot of people actually be very moved and a lot of people connecting with this energy. Now, I have this little critical mind because I grew up in a very middle-class, blue-collar family. And so I actually like my judgmental critical mind, and I allow that to sort of benefit me in my explorations of the world. So while you were doing your ceremony, my little critical mind, that little voice said, oh, really? This is just hippie, right? And then there's another part of me that surfaced in, and it said, no, listen, right? And it said that this is an important thing, and I think it is about our evolving in our consciousness, our stepping out of this idea that we are not part of this system. We separate ourselves from it. And I hear what you just said earlier about the oil and the bombs and the detonating of those atomic bombs and inside the earth. I think that an awareness of that is growing. And we're seeing that in the environmental movement, in the spiritual movement, even in the Occupy movement.
Well, you're talking about reclaiming the earth, and it is reclaiming the earth, reclaiming our bodies. We have given our power over to the government, to the corporations. We have given it over like children, that we can't do it. We're somehow helpless. And in my journey of discovery, it really is that, yes, it is very convenient for the corporations and the businesses to make us feel ineffectual. And everything that we watch, everything that we hear is about disempowering us. It's like Western medicine to me. A lot of that disempowers the person. So in taking self-responsibility, and knowing that we are master creators, we're not these wimpy little human beings that we were led to believe. It's a whole new thought. It's a whole new way of walking through it. And we each have our individual ways of walking through this. You say, well, this is the hippie way of doing it. And I say, well, that's mind and that's ego. The mind is connected to the ego. The heart is spirit. And the mind is wonderful. Yep. When it is used as a tool. We were never supposed to walk this world leading with our minds. We are to walk this world leading with our hearts and to use the mind as a tool. And it's good to say, hey, what is this? What is up with this? That's a good thing. We're not talking about giving up that tool, that computer. We're talking about breathing in and remembering. First of all, it's like, look at what the mind, ego, has created on this earth thus far. And as we look at this movement of spiritual beings coming forward, look at the newness that is created through this and possibility that is created through this and the empowerment that is created through this. So.
Well, you are actually really tapping into an important message, and I think that in what you said, in saying that
I hope so.
you are brilliant, and that message really is to take responsibility. To take responsibility.
And that, that means, what it means on a base level is we all come in with karma. You say karma. We come in with our story. We came into these families. Some people say, oh, I'm a victim of this family. There are no victims in this world. In a spiritual level, when we were out of these bodies, we looked and we said, yes, this is what we need to grow these pieces of us, to heal these pieces of us, to finally come through the other side of whatever this we look at as abuse, dysfunction in our lives. So a lot of us are born into these homes this way, and it is a challenge to come back to ourselves. It is a gift. It is truly a gift. I came from a home that was very violent and very abusive. And I go look out around me when I was a young woman, and they're saying, well, you're a survivor of this. You're a survivor of this. And I said, a survivor? When I look at survivors, they look like, And I'm like, I want to be a thriver in this place. I'm going to thrive in this place. And you say it is impossible to heal sexual abuse or physical abuse or whatever. Oh, it certainly is. It is, because I looked at it and took responsibility for my choices. I didn't come here and make the choice to be with that family out of rage or anger or hate. It was out of love. And it was also out of love that my family chose to be with me, to give me the tools now that I use in my work to guide others through that place into the light, into thriving.
I love that. I love your message, and I just really want to acknowledge all the work that you and Ken Sheets, your co-creator in this event, have really put together for Dream Shield Ascension Convention 2011. I'm sitting down with Laura De Leon, and Laura we're gonna be seeing you a lot actually throughout the day. And for those of you who are actually watching this, we're sorry that you missed the event, but we're really happy that you're tuning in, because we have lots of really awesome things to share with you in the upcoming segments that we're going to be doing.
And Peter here is going to be doing a lot of wonderful interviews too, and we really thank you for being here, Peter.
I am so glad to be here. I feel very honored to be part of this, and thank you to everybody watching with us. Stay tuned, stay well, and we'll see you very soon.
Namaste.